Ain't no stopping us now. I love that song.
G'day folks and welcome to Big V TV. Great to have your company as always. 3 rounds down, young man.
I know, it's moving through quickly, very quickly. Where are
well, we're out at Gels Park this week because
why?
Dead set, a few teams have gelled, but there's a few teams that need to gel and we'll go straight to Melbourne and Bulleen.
It's a long bow.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're down the bottom at the moment. They're without a win. Yep. Will those two, 13 rounds from now, will those two be the two clubs battling for the Wooden Spoon in Championship men? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
They will be?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's anyone else that is struggling anywhere near the, like Melbourne and Bulleen are so far. I know it's only round 3.
Yeah.
Long season.
Yeah.
But yeah, the indications point that, yeah, they'll be the two battling for the Wood.
Battle of the Birds at the moment, the Eagles and the Hawks up top. Are they cemented 3 rounds in? Are they done? Will they make the finals?
I don't think anyone's cemented. I think there's, outside of Melbourne and Bulleen who are obviously struggling, there's a lot of good teams. But, you know, if I have to put, I have to get off the fence, don't I?
Yeah, get off the fence.
Yeah, I think they'll both make finals.
Yeah, you love the splinters. Hey, speaking of big birds, the biggest of the birds are back in town. Waverley 75 defeated Sherbrooke 60, and the Destroyer back in town. Lobs from Croatia, gets out on court, has a big game, 28-14. Welcome back.
Oh, he's a superstar, and he's going to put up those numbers every single week without fail. Daniel Dillon's still to come, I think. And it looks like Benny Lewis has fitted in pretty seamlessly down there.
I am staggered how many people I come across in this competition that do not rate, refuse to rate Ivan Platnik.
I don't know. I suppose he doesn't
Crazy.
He doesn't get his points and rebounds glamorously, and it's not pretty by any stretch.
But it's the
of
way
the
he plays.
That's right.
It's the way he goes.
And at the end of the day, if your box score is 28-14, well, it's still 28-14.
I'll tell you what, to those knockers out there, you tell me one other championship club that wouldn't take Platnik in their team tomorrow.
None.
Yeah, there you go. Eltham 75 defeated Sherbrooke 66. So for the Suns, bad weekend, dual losses, and all of a sudden they're in that middle group and they need to pick it up.
Well, they're one of those teams that are either going to be hot or cold, I suppose, because they live and die by the 3 ball. They run, they get out. But yeah, obviously this weekend they weren't feeling it, and 0-2.
Carl Beston got 22 in that game. Nathan Truman got 24. I think the big thing is for Sherbrooke, the worrying sign there, 60 and 66. They've averaged 63 points in those 2 games. They need to pick it up at the offensive end.
Yeah, I think if they're not scoring if they're scoring less than 80 points a game, I think they're going to struggle. Yeah.
Diamond Valley hit the ton, 104 defeated Bulleen 76. 5 Eagles in double digits. They're playing fantastic team basketball at the moment. Trevor Latham 21-12. The Boomers are conceding 96 points a game at the moment. It is a leaking season.
Ain't no stopping us now. I love that song.
Diamond Valley, it's interesting. Brad Bridgewater, their import, been around everywhere, isn't putting up huge numbers.
No, not at all.
It's these other guys at Diamond Valley. So
you know what he is? He's the centerpiece.
He is.
They work around him, they work off him, they work through him, and it's working for them.
Oh, whatever works, and I think you know, if it comes to it, they'll go to him more often, and he's massive. He's going to be able to score pretty easily one-on-one. So
hey, listen, down the Tigers, Dan, they may not be winning basketball at the moment, but they came real close to clipping the Hawks, 68-74. The Tigers were up in this game at halftime. One of the best names going around, Felix von Hoff. 24 points, did well for the Tigers, but it was the old dogs. It was the old dogs down there at Ringwood. Willie Weimer, 18 points. Luke Egan, 15 points. Mark Whitehead, 11 points. The old dogs are doing great tricks.
It doesn't get any older than that, Trevor, I'll be honest with you. But, you know, Melbourne are a young side, very young side. They've come up. That's a pretty good effort for them, and I think they can take something from that. Ringwood are a good team.
Hume City 82 defeated Corio Bay 78. 6 Broncos in double figures. Talk about sharing the love. They're certainly doing that out there at the stable. Jason Reardon 24-13. Not sure if the stats are right here. Only 6 plays for Corio Bay.
Oh no, I think that might be right.
What's going on down there?
No idea, mate. But I think
Easter came earlier. They're down at Bells Beach, just lubing up the boards at the moment. What's going on?
I don't know, mate. If they're going to run 6, they're not going to win a whole lot of games. They got pretty close, but I think any team that gets to play Corio Bay without Eric Williams there, they're going to be pretty happy. So I think he's going to be coming any minute now. That'd
be waxing up the boards, mind you. I just know you like me saying lube on Big V.
You said lube. I'm leaving it. I'm not touching that.
Round 4 big games coming up. Of course, we've got a week's break. Bulleen play Ringwood and Waverley. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
Boomers, crunch time.
0-2.
Yep. Bang.
Absolutely. Oh, they're in trouble. That's a tough weekend.
Fair enough. KB will just mark that one down. Corio Bay sitting in 6th, take on Diamond Valley in 1st.
Well, Eric Williams will probably be there because if it's in 2 weeks, I'd imagine he'd be there. So,
Well, go out on a limb. If Eric Williams is there, Corio Bay will
lose.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's going to take him a bit of time to integrate, I think.
Tried to build it up.
Yeah,
Sherbrooke in 5th, take on Hume City in 3rd.
Sherbrooke put him away. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. So they're to bounce back. Eltham in 4th, take on Melbourne in 8th.
Eltham easily.
Okay, and they've still got a couple to come, I think.
Melbourne?
No,
Yes,
Eltham.
they do. We'll see.
Any names or?
Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to wait.
Fair enough. Hey, I'll tell you what. 3 rounds in, we've got the break for Easter. Who's your tip right now to win state champ, man?
I still like Waverley as much as Mike Bullock's can hate me for saying that because they love the underdog tag, mate. You probably love the underdog tag.
Well, no, I like Waverley, but Eltham at the moment are doing nothing wrong.
No, that's true, but that's the way it is. I think Waverley have that many more players to come through and important pieces to their team. They're going to be better than ever.
Okay, fair enough. State champ women, Sherbrooke. Are they a genuine threat in this competition now? Because I tell you what, there's some old school basketball going on up at the Forest.
You got the little shorts.
Chelsea
you got the long
Lang.
socks.
Chelsea Lang played last week.
That's a throwback.
Mate, she is just an absolute stalwart of this game. How old would Chelsea be these days?
She's about 48.
He said that, Chelsea, not me. I didn't say that.
Tell me off air.
Erica McManaman also came into this team on the weekend as well.
Yeah, well, that's another good pickup. Another vet. Plus Julia Tan.
Yep.
I think they're stocking up pretty well, and I think as long as these guys can contribute still, they can stay healthy.
Yep.
I think they're a lot deeper than they've been improved in last year.
Between Chelsea Lang, Erica McManaman, and Julia Tan, there must be 1,000 games of senior basketball there. Now that is sensational experience.
It is, and it's invaluable. They got a lot of young girls coming off the bench for them, and they're just going to learn every day, every day at training and in game situations. They're just going to be like sponges. It's going to be good for them.
Look, it's great for the Suns to be getting these players in.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that the youth players, the younger players at Sherbrooke, the developing juniors, let's hope it has an impact on them, because if it doesn't, when these players are gone, there needs to be something coming through.
That's right, and I think that is the plan. I think it'd be good. It'll work out well for them.
Serious issue. Did we overestimate the Ringwood Hawks? Yes or no?
No, I'm not. I don't think they've gelled yet. I think it's going to be a couple more weeks. They got a couple of new bits and pieces around the place. Once they familiarise themselves.
Is that Lance Armstrong going past?
I thought it was you.
There's a few cyclists going past this morning. So you don't reckon we've underestimated them?
No, they'll be all right. I don't know. It's going to. I know we said they're probably favourites. In that sense, we may have, but I still think they'll be better than what they're looking like right now.
I'm going to continue to say what I've said from day one. If Ringwood do not develop kids to go around these imports that they bring in, they will not win championships at this level. It's not just about the imports, because if one of them is down, which has been the case, well, was the case against Melbourne last week, if one of them is down, they need to have others standing up. And at the moment, unless they bring players in, and they're bringing in a few at the moment,
that's true.
They haven't got the homegrown players coming through. They need to turn that around. And look, Simon Hickey's doing a great job with the youth women at Ringwood, and let's hope that pays dividends over the next couple of years, because that's what they need to win a championship.
Well, I think there's some players there that will be able to start filtering into that system, and it's going to be better for their depth and better for the club to have your juniors in there.
Melbourne beat Ringwood by 27 in round 3. Melbourne, the real deal, yes or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're good.
Like them.
I like them too. Nicole Zammit, Kaylin Cunningham.
Yep.
Two-headed monster. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of two-headed monsters, let's move right along. Hume City 48, Eltham 69. Lisa Warburton 23 and 9. Yeah. She dominated for Hume City, but they've got nothing else going with her at the moment. Yep, Wildcats sharing the load. Wildcats look good.
Oh, I like him. Sam Woosnam's having a very big season. She's going to be fantastic. Olivia Bonson-Pelly, not sure on her status yet. But I don't know if she played on the weekend, but she certainly didn't play the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, no, she didn't play on the weekend either.
Yeah, once she comes around, they're going to be. She's a superstar. Yep. She's only 18 years old or so. So once she gets back into the fray, them in Melbourne are looking pretty good at this point.
Let's hope Olivia's back on court real soon. Bulleen, this was the big one. Bulleen 61 defeated Diamond Valley 60. Lauren Pearce 20 and 14. Scores a putback in the last couple of seconds. Bulleen get up. Great win.
Put back.
Well, it was an offensive rebound.
Oh, mate.
Great win. And no doubt, is it any surprise it's Lauren Pearce there either? I mean, she's a gun.
She is a phenomenal player. She's got a WNBL development spot for a reason. And yeah, she's a very important piece to them.
I'll tell you what, don't rip Diamond Valley apart at the moment either. They're 1-3, but they have the second best percentage in this competition. They're not too far away. Lots and lots of homegrown kids in this team, and I reckon Diamond Valley might be there or thereabouts come season's end.
What are you saying? 4th, 3rd?
Well, maybe sneaking into 4th.
Well, that'd be good. I think that'd be a really good result for them.
Definitely. Yeah. Waverley 66 went down to Sherbrooke 68, 20-10 in the last quarter for the Suns. They stormed home. In that last quarter, Sherbrooke shot at 50%, Waverley went at 23%. No tan, Chelsea Lang, Erica McManaman come in. They played big minutes. Danny Fidge scored 20 in this game. Well done to the Suns.
Yeah, nice win there. I think Waverley, you know, they're going to be good. They're going to be a really good team, but they're going to start seeing these sort of inconsistencies throughout the season. That 4th quarter fade out's a good example of that, I think. They are smaller bodies.
Yep.
They will struggle to score inside the paint, therefore having to rely on their shot there on the 3-ball, and it didn't fall in the last quarter and they got steamrolled.
Yeah, so sounds a bit like your game at the moment. Ringwood 50 went down to Melbourne 77. We spoke about this game. The Hawks shot at 27% in this game.
Yeah.
Melbourne shot at 47%. That was it. The Tigers started with a 24-10 run in the first as well.
You can't give that sort of buffer up and then expect to win. You
Won't happen.
Can't do it. It's championship.
Benke hit 17. She was the only Hawk doing good things. Megan McIntyre 19, Caitlin Cunningham 17, Izzy B with 15. No Nicole Zammit in this game as well, and it was still a 27-point margin. Could have been far bigger if she had been playing.
Well, Melbourne are a drilled outfit this season, and in credit to them too, they're playing a lot of their younger girls.
Yep.
And the point is, you know, to give these girls a chance at this top flight level that have come up, that have standouts in like Izzy B.
Yep.
And they're getting some good run here and valuable experience in that. They're going to be phenomenal players.
Well, once everyone's digested the chocolate, we're into round 4. McKinnon in 4th, who had the bye, of course, in round 3. McKinnon in 4th place take on Diamond Valley.
They didn't play Warrandyte, isn't that the bye?
McKinnon in 4th place take on Diamond Valley in 8th, you fool.
Yeah, McKinnon will win that, no worries.
Will they?
Yeah.
I might go Diamond Valley. They're Hume City 9th, take on Sherbrooke 5th.
Sherbrooke.
Ringwood in 7th, Bulleen in 3rd. I'll tell you what, there's a lot on the line here for Ringwood.
Oh, this is a big... Yeah, I reckon Ringwood will get it. Ringwood will get it.
Fair enough. Melbourne in 1st, Eltham in 2nd. Top of the table clash. Come on.
Oh, come on. You can't
Don't sit on the fence.
This is a big decision.
Melbourne or Eltham?
Melbourne.
Right.
What are you going?
I'm going Melbourne. Waverley in 6th take on Melbourne in 1st, and I reckon Melbourne will back it up with 2 wins.
Yeah, I agree.
Have a great Easter. What are you doing, young man?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Just practicing my shot.
That's what he does all the time, folks. See you next time out on Big V TV. G'day folks and welcome to Big V TV. Great to have your company as always. 3 rounds down, young man.
I know, it's moving through quickly, very quickly. Where are
well, we're out at Gels Park this week because dead set, a few teams have gelled, but there's a few teams that need to gel, and we'll go straight to Melbourne and Bulleen.
It's a long bow.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're down the bottom at the moment. They're without a win. Yep. Will those two, 13 rounds from now, will those two be the 2 clubs battling for the Wooden Spoon in Championship men? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
They will be?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's anyone else that is struggling anywhere near the, like Melbourne and Bulleen are so far. I know it's only round 3.
Yeah.
Long season.
Yeah.
But yeah, the indications point that, yeah, they'll be the 2 battling it for the Wood.
Battle of the Birds at the moment, the Eagles and the Hawks up top. Are they cemented 3 rounds in? Are they done? Will they make the finals?
I don't think anyone's cemented. I think there's, outside of Melbourne and Bulleen, who are obviously struggling, there's a lot of good teams. But, you know, if I have to put, I have to get off the fence, don't I?
Yeah, get off the fence.
Yeah, I think they'll both make finals this season.
You love the splinters. Hey, speaking of big birds, the biggest of the birds are back in town. Waverley 75 defeated Sherbrooke 60, and the Destroyer back in town. Lobs from Croatia, gets out on court, has a big game, 28-14. Welcome back.
Oh, he's a superstar, and he's going to put up those numbers every single week without fail. Daniel Dillon's still to come, I think. And it looks like Benny Lewis has fitted in pretty seamlessly down there.
I am staggered how many people I come across in this competition that do not rate, refuse to rate Ivan Platney.
I don't know. I suppose he doesn't
Crazy.
He doesn't get his points and rebounds glamorously, and it's not pretty by any stretch.
But it's the
of
way he
imagination.
plays.
That's right.
It's the way he goes.
And at the end
about
of the
it.
day, if your box score is 28-14, well, it's still 28-14.
I'll tell you what, to those knockers out there, you tell me one other championship club that wouldn't take Platnick in their team tomorrow.
None.
Yeah,
There is
there
not
you go.
one.
Eltham 75 defeated Sherbrooke 66. So for the Suns,
Yeah.
bad weekend, dual losses, and all of a sudden they're in that middle group and they need to pick it up.
Well, they're one of those teams that are either going to be hot or cold, I suppose, because they live and die by the 3 ball. They run, they get out. But yeah, obviously this weekend they weren't feeling it, and 0-2.
Carl Beston got 22 in that game. Nathan Truman got 24. I think the big thing is for Sherbrooke, the worrying sign there, 60 and 66. They've averaged 63 points in those 2 games.
Yep.
They need to pick it up at the offensive end.
Yeah, I think if they're not scoring if they're scoring less than 80 points a game,
They're
I
in
think
strife.
they're going to struggle. Yeah.
Diamond Valley hit the ton, 104 defeated Bulleen 76. 5 Eagles in double digits. They're playing fantastic team basketball at the moment.
Yeah.
Trevor Latham 21 and 12. The Boomers are conceding 96 points a game at the moment. It is a leaking sieve.
There's no D in Bulleen, and that's why. But I think Diamond Valley, it's interesting. Brad Bridgewater, their import, been around everywhere,
Yep.
isn't putting up huge numbers.
No, not at
It's
all.
these other guys at Diamond Valley. So
You know what he is? He's the centerpiece.
He is.
They work around him, they work off him, they work through him, and it's working for them.
Oh, whatever works, and I think you know, if it comes to it, they'll go to him more often, and he's massive. He's
Yep.
going to be able to score pretty easily one-on-one. So
Hey, listen, down the Tigers, Dan, they may not be winning basketball at the moment, but they came real close to clipping the Hawks, 68 to 74. The Tigers were up in this game at halftime. One of the best names going around, Felix Von Hoff. 24 points, did well for the Tigers, but it was the old dogs. It was the old dogs down there at Ringwood. Willie Weimer, 18 points. Luke Egan, 15 points. Mark Whitehead, 11 points. The old dogs are doing great tricks.
Doesn't get any older than that,
Nah.
Trevor, I'll be honest with you. But, you know, Melbourne are a young side, very young side. They've come up. That's a pretty good effort for them, and I think they can take something from that. Ringwood are a good team.
Hume City 82 defeated Crow Bay 78. 6 Broncos in double figures. Talk about sharing the love. They're certainly doing that out there at the stable. Jason Reardon 24 and 13. Not sure if the stats are right here. Only 6 plays for Corio Bay.
Oh no, I think that might be right.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh,
what's
wow.
going on down there?
No idea, mate. But I think any
Easter
team...
came earlier. They're down at Bells Beach, just lubing up the boards at the moment. What's going on?
I don't know, mate. But if they're going to run 6, they're not going to win a whole lot of games. They got pretty close, but I think any team that gets to play Corio Bay without Eric Williams there, they're going to be pretty happy. So I think he's going to be coming any minute now.
That'd be waxing up the boards, mind you. I just know you like me saying lube on big
You
BTVs.
said lube. I'm leaving it. I'm not touching that.
Round 4 big games coming up. Of course, we've got a week's break. Bulleen play Ringwood and Waverley. I'll tell you what,
Wow.
Boomers, crunch time.
0-2.
Yep, bang.
Absolutely. Oh, they're in trouble. That's a tough weekend.
Fair enough, KB, we'll just mark that one down. Corio Bay sitting in 6th, take on Diamond Valley in 1st.
Well, Eric Williams will probably be there because if it's in 2 weeks, I'd imagine he'd be there. So,
Well, go out on a limb. If Eric Williams is there, Corio Bay will...
lose.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's going to take him a bit of time to integrate, I think.
Tried to build it up.
Yeah, I
Sherbrooke
know.
in 5th, take on Hume City in 3rd.
Sherbrooke put him away. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. So they're to bounce back. Eltham in 4th, take on Melbourne in 8th.
Eltham easily.
Okay, and they've still got a couple to come, I think.
Melbourne?
No,
Yes,
Eltham.
they do. We'll see.
Any names or?
Well, I don't know. You're going to have to wait.
Fair enough. Hey, I'll tell you what, 3 rounds in, we've got the break for Easter. Who's your tip right now to win state champ, man?
I still like Waverley as much as Mike Bullock's can hate me for saying that because they love the underdog tag, mate. You
Fair
probably love the underdog tag.
Well, no, I like Waverley, but Eltham at the moment are doing nothing wrong.
No, that's true, but that's, you know, that's the way it is. I think Waverley have that many more players to come through and important pieces to their team. They're going to be better than ever.
Okay, fair enough. State champ women, Sherbrooke. Are they a genuine threat in this competition now? Because I tell you what, there's some old school basketball going on up at the Forest.
You got the little shorts.
Chelsea
you got the long
Lang.
socks.
Chelsea Lang played last week.
That's a throwback.
Mate, she is just an absolute stalwart of this game. How old would Chelsea be these days?
She's about 48.
He said that, Chelsea, not me. I didn't say that.
Tell me off air.
Erica McManaman also came into this team on the weekend as well.
Yeah, well, that's another good pickup. Another vet. Plus Julia Tan.
Yep.
I think they're stocking up pretty well, and I think as long as these guys can, you know, contribute still, they can stay healthy.
Yep.
I think they're a lot deeper than they have been improved in last year.
Between Chelsea Lang, Erica McManaman, and Julia Tan, there must be 1,000 games of senior basketball there. Now that is sensational experience.
It is, and it's invaluable. They got a lot of young girls coming off the bench for them, and they're just going to learn every day, every day at training and in game situations. They're just going to be like sponges. It's going to be good for them.
Look, it's great for the Suns to be getting these players in.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that the youth players, the younger players at Sherbrooke, the developing juniors, let's hope it has an impact on them, because if it doesn't, when these players are gone, there needs to be something coming through.
That's right, and I think that is the plan. I think it'd be good. It'll work out well for them.
Serious issue. Did we overestimate the Ringwood Hawks? Yes or no?
No, I'm not. I don't think they've gelled yet. I think it's going to be a couple more weeks. They got a couple of new bits and pieces around the place. Once they familiarise themselves.
Is that Lance Armstrong going past?
I thought it was you.
There's a few cyclists going past this morning. So you don't reckon we've underestimated them?
No, they'll be all right. I don't know. It's going to. I know we said they were probably favourites. In that sense, we may have, but I still think they'll be better than what they're looking like right now.
I'm going to continue to say what I've said from day one. If Ringwood do not develop kids to go around these imports that they bring in, they will not win championships at this level. It's not just about the imports, because if one of them is down, which has been the case, well, was the case against Melbourne last week, if one of them is down, they need to have others standing up. And at the moment, unless they bring players in, and they're bringing in a few at the moment,
that's true.
They haven't got the homegrown players coming through. They need to turn that around. And look, Simon Hickey's doing a great job with the youth women at Ringwood, and let's hope that pays dividends over the next couple of years, because that's what they need to win a championship.
Well, I think there's some players there that will be able to start filtering into that system, and it's going to be better for their depth and better for the club to have your juniors in there.
Melbourne beat Ringwood by 27 in round 3. Melbourne, the real deal, yes or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're good.
Like them.
I like them too. Nicole Zammit, Caitlin Cunningham. Two-headed monster.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of two-headed monsters, let's move right along. Hume City 48, Eltham 69. Lisa Warburton 23 and 9. She dominated for Hume City, but they've got nothing else going with her at the moment. Wildcats sharing the load. Wildcats look good.
Oh, I like him. Sam Woosnam's having a very big season. She's going to be fantastic. Olivia Bonson-Pelly, not sure on her status yet. But I don't know if she played on the weekend, but she certainly didn't play the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, no, she didn't play on the weekend either.
Yeah, once she comes around, they're going to be. She's a superstar. And she's only 18 years old or so. So once she gets back into the fray, you know, them in Melbourne are looking pretty good at this point.
Let's hope Olivia's back on court real soon. Bulleen, this was the big one. Bulleen 61 defeated Diamond Valley 60. Lauren Pearce 20 and 14. Scores a putback in the last couple of seconds. Bulleen get up. Great win.
Put back.
Well, it was an offensive rebound.
Oh, mate.
Great win. And no doubt, is it any surprise it's Lauren Pearce there either? I mean, she's a gun.
She is a phenomenal player. She's got a WNBL development spot for a reason. And yeah, she's a very important piece to them.
I'll tell you what, don't rip Diamond Valley apart at the moment either. They're 1 and 3, but they have the second best percentage in this competition. They're not too far away. Lots and lots of homegrown kids in this team, and I reckon Diamond Valley might be there or thereabouts come season's end.
What are you saying? 4th, 3rd?
Well, maybe sneaking into 4th.
Well, that'd be good. I think that'd be a really good result for them.
Definitely. Waverley 66 went down to Sherbrooke 68, 20-10 in the last quarter for the Suns. They stormed home. In that last quarter, Sherbrooke shot at 50%, Waverley went at 23%. No Tan, Chelsea Lang, Erica McManaman come in. They played big minutes. Danny Fidge scored 20 in this game. Well done to the Suns. Yeah,
nice win there. I think Waverley, you know, they're going to be good. They're going to be a really good team, but they're going to start seeing these sort of inconsistencies throughout the season. That 4th quarter fade out's a good example of that, I think. They are smaller bodies. They will struggle to score inside the paint, therefore having to rely on their shot there on the 3-ball, and it didn't fall in the last quarter and they got steamrolled. So
sounds a bit like your game at the moment. Ringwood 50 went down to Melbourne 77. We spoke about this game. The Hawks shot at 27% in this game. Melbourne shot at 47%. That was it. The Tigers started with a 24-10 run in the first as well.
You can't give that sort of buffer up and then expect to win. That
won't happen.
Can't do it. It's championship.
Benke hit 17. She was the only Hawk doing good things. Megan McIntyre 19, Caitlin Cunningham 17, Izzy B with 15. No Nicole Zammit in this game as well, and it was still a 27-point margin. Could have been far bigger if she had been playing.
Well, Melbourne are a drilled outfit this season, and in credit to them too, they're playing a lot of their younger girls. And the point is, you know, to give these girls a chance at this top flight level that have come up, that are standouts in like Izzy B. and they're getting some good run here and valuable experience in that. They're going to be phenomenal players.
Well, once everyone's digested the chocolate, we're into round 4. McKinnon in 4th, who had the bye, of course, in round 3. McKinnon in 4th place take on Diamond Valley.
They didn't play Warrandyte, isn't that the bye?
McKinnon in 4th place take on Diamond Valley in 8th, you fool.
Yeah, McKinnon will win that, no worries.
Will they?
Yeah.
I might go Diamond Valley there. Hume City
would.
9th, take on Sherbrooke 5th.
Sherbrooke.
Ringwood in 7th, Bulleen in 3rd. I'll tell you what, there's a lot on the line here for Ringwood.
Oh, this is a big... Yeah, I reckon Ringwood will get it. I reckon Ringwood will get it.
Fair enough. Melbourne in 1st, Eltham in 2nd. Top of the table clash. Come on.
Oh, come on, you can't
Don't sit on the fence.
This is a big decision.
Melbourne or Eltham?
Melbourne.
Right.
What are you going?
I'm going Melbourne. Waverley in 6th, take on Melbourne in 1st, and I reckon Melbourne will back it up with 2 wins.
Yeah, I agree.
Have a great Easter. What are you doing, young man?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Just practicing my shot.
That's what he does all the time, folks. See you next time out on Big V TV.
Ain't no stopping us now. I love that song.